Samurai Talk! Today we're having a chat with Sekura Sachiko, the spirit of intercultural English exchange. I'm known as the soul of the ICEE, Intercultural English Exchange. And I'm a samurai ant crawling on the ground all the time. You are a bee.
Bee?
Bees. Bee is sting.
Sting?
I don't sting. I bite. So I love insects. I'm an insect person. I doubt if insects love me back. What kind of insect are you?
I'm an insect? I like butterfly.
You're a butterfly.
Yeah, so this is one of my friend's creation, and I really like butterfly because it's really beautiful.
Because I identify with the butterfly. You are a butterfly.
Yes, I like flowers, and I can flip and flap and fly to the flowers. That's nice.
So let's have a little why because game. You're going to ask me why. Questions?
Okay, so why are you getting into kind of entomology?
Entomology. Because I love insects.
Why do you like insects?
Because insects are more varied. They have more social skills of communication, the means of adapting to new environments.
Does it mean really clear to show the kind of characteristic traits?
Yes, we can learn a lot from insects because insects have been around for more than 400 million years. Well, humans,
longer, much more longer.
Yeah, humans just come and go.
Yes.
But when the humans dies, only remaining species will be the scorpions and cockroaches.
Oh.
If I'm wrong, blame Time Magazine. Time Magazine said that. Well, it maybe could have been The Economist. Said. Insects have what it takes to survive much longer than humans.
That's right. Yeah. And you said you are an ant. Why you feel
because
you are
ants are smarter than you think they are. Ants know how to behave as a pack, in a pack. Like wolves, viruses know how to work, group think, group behave, group cry, group laugh. Like Japanese.
Oh, yes.
I'm a typical Japanese.
Yeah, it is that Japanese are like an ant.
You like ants?
Yeah, okay, good.
You are teaching Japanese ants how to speak English. English
Japanese
is a bee's language. English is a bee's language. And you got to have a philosophy, the principle of justification, and you can sting other people by.
You mean the Japanese?
Yeah,
as
Japanese.
The language itself, it's like an ant
language?
language?
Yes, an ant language, because they communicate by pheromone. Pheromone is a chemical substance, you know.
Yes.
By communicating by scent, smelling, you know, by scent, not by logic. The bees know how to dance. You're a bee. Dance.
I like dancing.
Yeah, you're dancing.
Am I bee?
Bee.
I don't know.
You're the bee person.
Does that mean so I'm really interested in, all over the world? So not only in Japan?
Yeah.
Maybe. That's...
But I suggest you learn insects' behaviors. And there's a discipline called biomimicry, and behaving like bees. And you have to learn to dance by pheromone and.
So what's the main difference between bees and ants?
Ants. That's a good question. The ants. Group work. The bees, teamwork.
Also the teamwork.
The bees teamwork. Because they have a legion of bees. They fight over turf when the typhoon comes and try to invade other territory. So they colonize other territory. Like the Westerners, by and large, are like bees, colonizers.
But what's the difference, a group and team?
Yeah, that's, I think, the subtle difference. Team, each individual counts a great deal, but if you put those team players together, you make a team of soccer, rugby, football, or whatever. But ants are different, so gregarious. The building a small town, the family. So the bees have the spirit of teamwork. Otherwise, they can't survive.
But so each one is independent?
Each one is independent because each one belongs to a cell, hexagonally shaped cell.
The shape is very important.
And if you're inside, if I'm in and you try to come in, Matsumoto sensei, come out, I'll sting you.
No.
Because that's called the privacy. Hexagonally shaped cell.
Okay, keep distance.
Keep distance. Keeping fearful or respectful distance from the strangers. That's the bee's wisdom. Don't talk to strangers. Haven't you heard that? When you're a kid, and when someone comes with a big
nowadays
smile.
are dangerous in this.
Nowadays, don't talk to strangers. Yeah, that's right. That's a bee's colony. The ants are losing some of their earlier character traits these days. Ants are a little bit suspicious of their neighbors. And the Chinese Koreans look alike. So they tend to take it for granted, but we are neighbors. But the Caucasians, white-skinned guys, one look you can tell, they're gaijin. And so you can maintain a respectable, cautious distance from that. But all the people look alike.
But for Japanese, it's very difficult to cope with these kind of, people from other countries.
Yeah, you can tell by scent, nioi, by scent. If you get closer to them, I can sense the way they behave. When you get the two ants together, they can communicate with each other, relate to each other by chemistry. Chemistry. Let's get chemical. Bees, let's get physical,
Physical.
Let's get physical. In our colony, ants colony, let's get the chemical. 場を読む空気を読むとありますよね。あいつは空気が読めない。He just doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it. It means 空気。空気が読めない。Ants know that.
But Japanese people like ants go along to get along.
Yeah, they go along to get along. But the chemistry, they're bound by chemistry, But the bees also have chemistry. But when they fly on the air, airborne species know how to behave by sight. By sight. Oh, she's dancing, doing an oriental dance, telling us that the typhoon is near, the enemies are here, so we get ready for that. That's communication, group work.
Yeah, communication is very important. Yes, of course. And also in ICEE, so now I'm producing ICEE. You're the founder, right?
Yeah.
And then so we see chemical, kind of chemistry in the ICEE each year, right? And so with, maybe you have compound I, like an entomologist, right?
Yeah.
So do you analyze some people's variety in ICEE? And what do you think the English speakers are learning?
Some centipedes, some are creepy crawlies like the cockroaches, your womb. So it takes many kinds to make a world, but to make ICEEs and festival. But let me ask you, why are you into ICEE? Not because that you won the championship once. Why does that matter?
So actually in 2011, 7 years ago, I became a champion so suddenly. So I, at that time, that year is very important for our history. There was a big earthquake in northeast area in Japan, and then I have been really, struggling to support the people who were evacuated from the Fukushima, yes, Futaba-machi on the foot of the nuclear power plant. And then so like in a tunnel, because first I felt a little bit, survival guilty, and then I have to do things.
Survivor guilt.
Yeah. And then so at that time, but I suddenly participated in ICEE, but I just, think that there is no hidden agenda. I just take part in that and so really enjoyed it. And I became a champion, but I know I'm not a really good English speaker, and as a human being, I'm on the way. So I really want to improve this ICEE by myself and also others, because I really contribute to others, and I'm teaching English to children, and children's future, I have a really strong commitment for them. So ICEE is a place that's somebody raised by themselves.
Let me get back where we started from, the meaning of ants versus bees.
Yes.
I had thought about you being a bee, but I'm having second thoughts about that. Now that you mentioned that you're committed to the rescue operations.
Yes.
And then you use the word the survivor guilt. I like the word because I'm surviving, whereas my colleagues have passed away already. I feel guilty. And that pretty much like an ant sentiment. You're not entirely a bee. Bees, who cares? I'm surviving.
True. That's true.
But the ants, I feel ashamed.
Typical Japanese, I
Yeah,
think.
typical Japanese, feeling guilty
Yes.
of surviving longer than my friends who had passed away. So you are part ant, part bee.
Yes.
Good. So why don't you give a 5-minute or 3-minute talk about ICEE, why you're here in Japanese language. Your Japanese is beautiful.
Oh, okay. In
Maybe
Japanese?
try that.
Okay, yes. Okay. Okay. 皆さんこんにちは、瀬倉幸子と申します。
Sekura Sachiko.
はい、この6年間、
Good
今年
afternoon.
7
For
年
the
目なんです
past
けれども、
6
ICEE を
years,
作っ
I've
てい
been
ます。
involved significantly
ICEE という
in
のは
ICEE.
コミュニケーションテストで
This is
す。で、
coming on
先
the
生は
7th
お祭りとおっしゃってるんですけれども、
year.
午
It's
前中は
communication
コミュニケーション
competition.
のテ
Mr.
ストです。
Matsumoto
ただ
calls it
非常に
the rite of passage.
他の検定と違うところは
As
すべて
compared
ス
to
ピーキン
other
グで、
forms
そして
of
5つのセクションがあるんですが、
competition,
1つ目が他己紹介
sections.
で、
The first introducing
2番目は
others.
1分間のスピーチ、
Instead of
3つ目は10秒間で
speech
質問をしてそれに答える、これジャッジが質問するんですけれども、それが6回で1分間で、4つ目は Why Because、 まさに今先生と実際にやってみた通り、クエスチョンをして答えるっていう2分間ずつ交代してやる形のものです。そして5つ目はディスカッションです。でこれは本当に中学生でも受けられますし、英語のプロの方も参加をします。でこの午前中のセクションの後、選ばれた上位の24名が午後のセクションに行きます。でそこからはトーナメントです。もう本当にお祭りというふうに言えると思うんですが、非常に英語ができる方たちがそこには残っていて、この方たちがグループディベートをします。先生の作られた六角ディベートの形をとっていますが、ICEE バージョンでやります。でそこにはもちろん立論と質問があるわけですけれども、それにプラス自分の経験を語ったりまとめを相手を癒すスピーチをしたりという4人のグループでやっていくスピーチです。でここでやはりその ICEE の醍醐味だなと思うんですが、私の生徒で例えば中学生や高校生がこれに参加をしても、先生なんかすごく英語が上手な人だけじゃなくて、むしろ人の話を非常によく聞いて自分の考えを自覚でも言う人、そういう人たちが上に上がるよね。でまさしくここからトーナメントなので、半分の12名が同時通訳セクションに移ります。なので英語だけではなく、やはり日本語ができるということや、そしてまた日本文化やそういうものに全てに興味を持っているということが非常に重要なポイントになります。でその後は4名だけニゴシエーションのセクションに行きます。ニゴシエーションではネイティブのジャッジたちが相手になって相手をニゴシエートするケースを作ってあるんですけれども、そこでやはり2人が4人いますので、2人ずつのグループなんですが、協力をしながら相手をロジックだけではなく情の部分も加えてニゴシエートしていく。そして最後は2人残ります。ここはジャーナリスティックインタビューなんですけれども、そこで 本当に相手から引き出す。ここで失敗しがちなのは自分が喋りすぎてしまったりとか自分のエンターテインメントになってしまうと、やはり見ている方はそのインタビューされる方の真髄に当たるような何か質問をして聞き出すということが大事です。で、私たちもやっぱり教育というのは相手から力を引き出すもので、私が ICEE で一番皆さんに伝えたいことは、どんな方でも参加をしてほしい。そして、本当にスコアということよりも自分自身がこの ICEE の中にエンロールされて自分の可能性に気づいてもらう。私自身も ICEE に参加するまでは自分がそんなことができると本当に思っていませんでした。ICEE はストレートにあなたの中にある可能性にアクセスします。そして自分を変えることができます。皆さんはぜひ皆さんの可能性に自分自身をエンロールして ICEE に参考してください。あなたのその先が違ってくる。それが ICEE の魅力です。
new persons in you, and looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
Michihiro Matsumoto, known as Channel Tokyo, Japan.